Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm late. Believe it or not, I was looking for a potato. Hey, Chicken Academy. I was looking for a lost potato. How did I lose a potato? You might ask. That's a fair question. It fell from my little fruit and vegetable stand that I have hanging up and rolled on the floor. It's a red potato, and I have like a brownish red floor, and it blended in, and I couldn't find it. So that's the story. That's the potato story. Why I'm late. Don't make this stuff up, guys. I know you think that I do, but I don't. Hey, toy pups. Half empty, how are you? How's everyone today? Who else we got in? My cat's here to say hi to you guys. Cat's here. And Yogi, oh, let's see. Sorry, I missed all kinds of stuff. I apologize, guys. I'm sitting here telling you my potato telling you my potato story like it's the most fascinating thing in the world. Hey Lee. Lee says, evening, Yogi, sir. Evening to you. Flip up says hi. Let's earn some points. Let's see. We're in the W. Cat says, yum, pancakes, now I'm hungry. I'm going to make myself something to eat, but I will be listening. What are you going to make to eat, Cat? You going to make some pancakes? Toy Pup says, we're going to do an experimental. So you're talking like beakers, Bunsen burners? You're going to wear a lab coat? What kind of experiment we're going to do? Um, sorry, guys. I'm cracking myself up today. Cat says, so everyone, I love you all. We love you too, Cat. Those are actually old pancake photos back in my pancake my pancake art day when I was specializing in pancake art. Flip Up says, don't miss out. And Flip Up says, Cat, we love you more. Cat says, Yogi, I think our subject was something about our perception of our worth. Okay. Cat, it's your show. I'm the sidekick. I'm just a guy hanging out. You are the brains behind the outfit, my friend. Let's see. Smash the like button. So I'm going to take your suggestion and smash my own like button. What's up, Chicken Academy? How are you? Flip Up says, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. He says, Yogi, the pancakes look stupendous. They were, if I recall. That's pre-COVID days. So we're talking anywhere from 5 to 10 years ago. I don't know what. It came up on a memory. I could look it up. I think 2019. They were big. Somehow, um, like as a joke, I decided to take a photo of my pancakes a long time ago, like 2013, 2000, somewhere back in those days, and posted it on Instagram and Facebook. And everyone on Facebook and Instagram like responded, and it became a running joke. So every Sunday for over a decade, I posted my pancake photos, and like I said, it became, with my Facebook friends, it became a big thing. Hey Anna, hi Daisy. Daisy, how are you? You know what? Daisy May gives some of the most sincere greetings in her channel when you come in uh, to say hi, and she greets you like you are the most important, so sincerely, the most important person in the world. And she does that to everyone, and it's a beautiful thing to be part of. I'm very thankful when I visit my friends and I get that kind of, and I see them doing it for everyone. Hey, Pierce. Reminds me, something that I want to talk about this live stream. You've heard me talk about it before. Henry Nouveau, the Jesuit priest. He says she does. I agree, Yogi. Makes you feel like you sat with her. Yes, it's like she's opening up her kitchen door and welcoming you in. Come on in, sit down, have a cup of. Let me pour you a cup of tea. Daisy says, "Thanks, and you're all special to me, Yogi." Thank you for that, Daisy. Hey, Michael. Marlon, my friend, how are you? Get some love from Daisy May. The grind with Nicole says, "Hey, Yogi." Let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. Let's see what I got right here. Food and delivery, gig life. The grind with Nicole. Nicole, how many watch hours are you away? Let's make this happen. Let's make it happen this week. Let us know how many you need. And Nicole, could you do me a favor? Could you drop your link? And my friends, could you do me a favor? Could you do Nicole a favor? She's so close. The Grind with Nicole is an aptly named channel. You guys might know her from Mary's Gigs. The gig workers that we are friends with, for one thing, when I was caregiving for my father during COVID and I could not make it out to the grocery store, gig workers were a lifesaver. They literally were on the front line. Awesome, awesome people. I used to praise them so much, because I order a ton of produce, fruits, and vegetables. They selected it with such care. They brought it to my house with such care. They were so considerate, protective, never a bruise on a single apple. That's important to me, guys. I got high apple standards. I have no standards in anything else in life. I'll slum it with the best of them. But when it comes to apples, when it comes to produce, particularly bananas, and apples. So anyway, the grind with Nicole. She's a worker. And like I said, aptly named, Grind with Nicole. 116 watch hours last time I checked. Is that for the 3K or the 4K? Doesn't matter. We'll keep working. Steve wants to know how long me and my husband have been married. It's a good question. If I had a husband, I'd be happy to let you know. I do want to ask a question for Stephen Holmes. At what point, it's 2025, at what point does making a homophobic joke cease to be funny to someone? Not calling you out, my friend. I'm really curious that it's 2025. You know what I mean? Uh, that's like a 1970s joke, 1980s joke, when someone who was gay was supposed to be ashamed of it. And all I'm saying is, hopefully on all of YouTube, but particularly on my friends' channels and on my channel, no one cares. That's all. That's it, my friend. Marlon says, "It's somewhere around. I need her to be here for her song. Haven't seen her yet today." Tip Up says, "I think journaling can be done either with words or simply putting color on paper." I agree. Toy Pups. Hey, I love our journaling talks. Toy Pups says, "Yogi, today we don't have our journal to write, so we choose to draw instead. Could you call that journaling too?" I'm curious. Yes. Yes. Here's the wonderful thing about journaling, about the things that we do for our emotional health. There are no rules. Are you doing a creative, artistic exercise that brings you peace, that inspires you, that seems to set you free? calms you. You're good to go. Sue's saying hi to Nicole. Hey, Sue. Everyone's saying hi. Hey, Skits. Skits, did I miss you coming in? I apologize, my friend. Hey, Naomi. Naomi says good afternoon. So, yep, Nicole, if you could drop your link, we'll push you over that 116 mark. Daisy says, I look at a person as a person. The other stuff doesn't matter to me. Amen to that, Daisy. Miss Ronan says, sorry, that was my cousin. Let's see. Who was your cousin? Typa says, someone who is judgmentally carries many mirrors. Nicely said. What's up, Runner Boy? Runner Boy, how about you? Where are you for your watch hours? Michael says, same here, Daisy May. That's because you guys are awesome people. Naomi says, Daisy, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Naomi. Marlon says hi to Naomi. Pierce says, have you ever tried to stay silent for 3 days? I have. Because no idea what coming to your mind. No, that part I haven't. I have done my own little silent retreats. Spending 1 day in silence is pretty incredible. Highly recommend it. Start with an hour. Thank you, Toy Pups. Toy Pups drops a link for Nicole, and Nicole drops a link. Awesome, guys. 3680 today. With 5 being held. What's up, William? William says, you missed me. I apologize, William. Sorry. I didn't see you come in. Marlon says, I'm heartbroken. Why are you scared of telling people about us, my sweet, sexy Yogi Bear? Hey, what's the saying about putting a ring on it? Actually, I'm not wearing my ring. I have a Mobius ring I got a long time ago from someone. And you know what a Mobius strip is? It makes me feel connected when I feel disconnected at times. So I try to make a habit of putting it on. And it says, yes, I'm smiling at Skits. I hope you're smiling too. Hey, Share Bear. Share Bear, how are you? Michael says, Yogi, I've tried to stay quiet for 3 days, and I found out that I'd suck at being a mime. I think you'd get better at it. That was funny, Michael. Hey, Coffee Cake. One of my all-time favorite channel names to say, Coffee Cake Love and Bish. I get it right. I get it wrong every time. Cat says, you know what it was, but definitely notice it. Did not know what it was, but definitely noticed it. Yeah. You know, a Mobius strip is a never ending. Let's look up. Let me give you a proper definition. I can mumble my way through a definition. Of late, since my father passed away, I have a tendency to drift. I have a tendency to to slip away from people. Sort of retreating in my own little world, spending more time. Some of it comes with waking up so early. You know, I've embraced the silence of those hours. Some of you guys who do 4 a.m. live streams offer me a beautiful place of connection. Thank you so much for that. Um, Otherwise, sometimes I do wonder where I would end up. A hermit? I'm not hermit-like, but I am definitely monk-like. I am definitely um, reclusive by nature, so I need something that draws me out, if that makes sense. Let me read this real quick. And we have a friend coming up. A Mobius strip is a one-sided, non-orientable surface created by, thought about that, created by a paper, or in this case, metal. A half twist, joining the ends together. So it's sort of it shows that no matter what twist, what turn, that it's always one thing, always one expression. Oh, toy pups.
Hi, Yogi. How are you? Just a
Good, how are you?
yogi doing burpees in his basement. I started it, but it's not looking pretty. I was like just listening.
Hey,
I
I like
got
it.
just a yogi doing burpees. I didn't do the basement part because I'm like, we're not even in your basement. So
I'm not
I
in the
always
basement.
assumed you were in your basement, but you're not even in your basement. So it's okay.
I'm in my
Hi,
office
everyone.
upstairs. Hey, Maddie. Maddie's here. No F's, no frills, no mercy.
Hi, Maddie. Hi, Anna. Hi, Squirrel Sniper. Sherber. Sherber's in the building. I heard you call yourself a hermit, so I was like, I'm coming on his live stream right now because he's so not a hermit.
Hermit-ish. Kat says,
Yeah,
that's what I say about my job. It makes me go out.
ish. The ish part. I'm like, you're not even a hermit. You go outside every day and you go for
Well,
walks all the time.
I do, but I can go a long time without interacting with people, which surprised people when I decided to do like live streaming. It surprised me when I decided to do it. And what really surprised me was how much I enjoyed it from the very first. And I thought, I can do this. I can show up. I can engage. And let's see if I have something to share.
And you do. Hi, Coffee Cake. Loving Bish. You loving bish you. You're such a loving bish. Like for real. You love up the place when you're bishing. I love it.
Uh, Sniper says the hermit is associated with searching for truths.
Hi, Applejack. Welcome in. That's my friend. Hi, Applejack. Yogi, your live stream is like doing amazing. Like, where are all these new people coming from? Hi, new
Thanks.
people.
What do you think of this, Toy Pups? Michael says, name change if you ever decide. Just a yogi doing breath work in his office.
Because then it would limit him. It would limit him to breath work. And he's not just he just doesn't do burpees in his basement. He's bigger than that. He's like, you're more than just doing burpees in your basement. You offer so much more. I wouldn't change your name because it's become kind of like you. Like I
Well,
thought
thank you.
about it. Remember, I used to say that in the first two.
Yep.
When you first come in, you're like, yeah, he's more than that. You know what I mean? You should change it. But I am a big supporter of keeping it what it is. This is who you started out as. This is who you are. You're not just burpees in your basement. You offer us so much more. Look at us. We
Um,
can't even miss your live stream.
Goga said the same thing. So two of the highest people that I respect um, have offered me the same advice. So that means
We're not
I'm onto
changing
something.
nothing. This is who
Yeah.
you are. You
Hey,
created that name. Now we're gonna offer you something different.
hey,
But this
Applejack.
is Hi, Michael. This isn't. You are just a yogi doing bird. You came up with that name. You are you. You are. This is you. Everything else that comes with that is cherry on top. You just add so much every single day. You stay true to yourself. You teach us
Hey,
about kindness on a daily basis. You teach us about patience, and you teach us about inclusiveness, including accepting. Acceptance maybe is a better word.
hey, Sabine.
Accept. Hi! Oh my God, long time no see. Hi, Optimob. This is Optimob, right?
It is half of the Optimob team, Sabine. You have
Oh, hi, half of the
Timo and Sabine.
Optimob team.
Um,
Sabine would be the female.
Naomi says those hearts look beautiful.
Thank you. I'm trying to inspire love in the building, even though we don't need much. The yogi,
Hey, Timo. Now
the
Timo is here.
Lovi. I made yogi and love and yogi one name. The Lovi. Yogi, can I do something funny really quick?
Yep.
Just one sir, just one sir. I just needed to come out of my body. Just one sound, just one sir. Your live stream's like, what's happening? Just
So,
one sound. Wow, wow, wow.
hey,
It's a
Shirley.
joke between me and Sue. Hi,
Shirley wants to know
Shirley.
where
Hi, Runner
Jason
Boy.
is. Um,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, just one so wow, 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 wow. Happy birthday to you, just one so wow, 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 wow. I bet you guys will never look at her the same again. Just
happy
one
birthday, Sue.
so
Happy
wow.
birthday.
Yeah, happy
Um,
birthday, just one Sue.
Shirley's asking about Jace. He was going to take a nap. He sent me a text earlier this morning. Said he was going to lay down.
Yeah, he said he was tired. Being inspirational, he was too tired motivating people. He was too tired giving words of wisdom and being Chase. And he just said, I'm going to take a nap. And we're like, go nap, Chase, because you already spread lots of. Chase is an early bird like you, Yogi.
He is.
And yeah, I feel like today he was like sharing joy to the world.
Hey,
Joy
Heavenly
to
Star.
the world. Hi,
Hey, Heavenly
Heavenly
Star
Star.
says hi to you. To cups.
Hi. So this is basically my journaling today. I had so much emotions in my body. I really wanted to put it down on paper. But I'm very particular because of my autism. Like if I feel like I need to write in the particular book, I can't put it in different books. Like I couldn't just go write in this book my feelings today. Um and so it was hard to express myself. And so I just thought I'd pull one of my journals out and I just do like some scribbling and stuff. And like honestly, it was fine. I'm on your live stream. I didn't even want to do anything because I was feeling really down and out and I didn't have my book to write in. But I thought maybe we could talk about that a little bit about expressing yourself through journaling. But journaling doesn't necessarily mean it have to be writing.
That's true. Definitely want to talk about that. Let me say hi to Stats real quick. And I want to let Naomi, I went ahead and stubbed to you. Hey, Stats, thanks for stopping in on you're saying he has such a busy day, and is wishing happy birthday to Just One Sue. And also, Applejack says, can he come up, or I'm sorry, after her. But,
I got a
usually,
name. I'm Lover Toy Pops. I'm not her. I'm Lover Toy Pops. My God, I'll get off right now. You can come on if you want, as long as you're over
no,
the age of 13.
that was my question. How old are you, Applejack? And what, um, what would you like to share?
Yeah, we're not sure of your age. And if you're not over the age of 18, I don't think it's a good idea. Because you really have to prove it. If you're like looking like you're youngish, then we need a parent to confirm and say that she is or he is this age. You know what I mean? If you're
I
over
do.
18, there's a visual. You can see that the person is older. But YouTube is so strict and there's been a lot of like people trying to cause trouble. So Yogi just needs to be confirmed that you're over the age of like 16. I would say Yogi. Would you
Yep.
agree?
I usually go with 18.
Yeah, 18 is good.
Um, I want to say real quick hi to Heavenly Star. Heavenly Star, it's nice to see you. We've missed you, my friend. You're always missed.
Yeah, you haven't been here in a while.
Yep. Hey, Corner Clubhouse. Hey, Soul Stars. Hey, have you ever heard of Social Blade?
No.
It's I don't know who heads it, but it's a social media ranking site. It's pretty high. And you can
Okay.
look up your channel and you get your grade.
For
I
real?
am, yep, I'm a C channel.
Can you look
Which
up
is
my
okay.
channel when you can?
I can try. I can send you I'll send you the link and you can look yourself up.
I don't know how to do stuff like that, but I'll try.
Just Google it. Social Blade, and then it'll come up. Or I'll send you the link. So you click on the link, and then there's the
Yeah.
search engine, and you just put in your channel name.
Awesome. I'll do that. Just one, Sue, I wanted to wish you a very happy birthday. I didn't have any, like, I was just doing hearts, but it became a just one, Sue heart situation. So I'd like to say happy birthday to you, my friend Sue. All these
Thank you,
hearts
Mom.
is for you going out for your birthday, Sue. I love you so much.
Timo
Just one,
put the
Sue.
website up for Social Blade. But
I love you guys.
if you look it up, I don't know if I suggest people looking it up. It was
I
sent to
want
me,
you.
and I looked
You
it
know
up.
I'm a
And,
competitive person, right? So
yeah,
I'm competitive with myself mostly.
but I started thinking about being a C channel, and based upon metrics of uh, how many views and all kinds of others. There he is, Jace. But you know what? What they can't measure is how many lives that you've touched, how many people you've helped, how many smiles you brought to someone's face. So what could be called a C channel or a D channel
Yeah.
has no measure, and I can see that being really depressing for some people.
Yeah, that would. Yeah. If I don't want to be a C channel, but it would give me motivation to work harder. It would give
Right,
me motivation to look at myself a
but
little deeper.
no one does what you do, and you bring a lot of smile on a lot of people's faces. So
I
how do
want to
you?
know, but I want to know, is that like, I mean, that's you saying that, but like
But
this is like a whole, they're going from like a C is not a bad mark, Yogi,
it isn't.
right?
But I'm one of those. I'm not just someone saying that to you. I'm one of those people who've been affected by you.
Aw. And
So
I'm one of those people that's been affected by you. And I can see that C plus even just going up and up and up, but that just takes time, right? It takes time and it takes the little tweaks you're going to do along the way. That's going to, I mean, you have to take it with a grain of salt, right?
I
When you're
do.
a competitive person, yeah, of course that's going to affect you because you're a competitive person as well. You have that personality. So as competitors, we know the we're not competing with anybody else, even though it might seem like that. You know, when you're competing in a race, there's like 100 other people that's racing with you, right? So you're competing to be the best. So it looks like a competition against other people. Being competitive doesn't mean that. It means you have the competitive spirit, which means you always want to be better at what it is that you're trying to be competitive at, right? It's not about competing with another person. It's about competing within yourself. Of course, that's going to hurt a little bit. If I got a C plus right now, yeah, my feelings, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to feel like, what am I doing? What am I doing? It's going to take me a minute, but I'm going to sit back down and I'm going to get to the book and then I'm going to analyze and say, okay, this is what I've been doing. This is what I've been doing. I'm going to go back. I'm going to look at this, and this, that when it was working, what can I do different? Where did I change? Right? A lot of times it's when you try to change things that might have effects, and you're like, those are all like that score mark is more like a guidance than a stamp
Right.
it. That's what it is, right?
Timo just dropped another link for something like Social Blade as well. It's called Playboard.
Oh,
And you could look up. But you know what? I don't when I was sent that, and when somebody says, "Oh, hey, by the way, you're a C channel," and I clicked on it and looked, it didn't really. It caused me to be reflective.
yeah,
That
yeah.
um,
That's a
what
true competitor,
well,
right?
but it wasn't about like reflecting um on. It wasn't about reflecting my channel so much as the relationships that we've made, the connections
Along the
that we made,
way.
and that's all important. That's everything. Um, you know, thinking about the people who turned out to help me get monetized, thinking about the people who turn up whenever some of us need something, um, how everyone's there, and it just keeps expanding and expanding. That can't be measured. There's no metric for that other than how you feel, how I feel when certain people uh, enter in the live stream and my heart just leaps.
Yeah,
There's no
it's like
no measure on
that's a
that.
bonus.
Yep,
Yeah. There's no measurement to it because that feeling is priceless,
agreed.
right? It's
Hey, Isabella.
something that you can't make it. You can't like just go construct that, right? Like this is a lot of hard work. It's a lot of time you put into it, and for the time and effort, I still 1,000 subscribers, right? And you're at C plus. So as these subscribers grow, that mark is going to grow as well. You're already A plus in my book, right? You're beyond A plus in my book.
Thank you. Hey, I want to say hi to Isabella Sutton.
Hi, Isabella, and I wanted to say Applejack. That's my friend, Golden Retriever. Golden Retriever. Golden Retriever is of age, but Golden, because you look, well, you don't really look that younger. And I don't know if you're going to be on screen or if you're not going to be on screen, but Golden Retriever is an amazing, amazing co streamer, Yogi. He's showing up here as Applejack. But because we've had past experience, Golden Retriever, and I miss you so much, by the way, I miss you so much. I would say, like, we have to prove to the Yogi that you are 15, right? The background, Golden Retriever or Applejack, right? I don't want to take chances on Yogi's channel because he's makes a difference in lots of people's lives.
Well, thank you for that.
Hi, Golden Retriever Lover 45. He was one of my very, very first OGs. And because of him, I started doing co-streams because of Golden Retriever.
Oh
Because
well,
he's an
nice.
amazing, yeah, he's an amazing co-streamer. Not gonna lie, Golden Retriever. And he, guess what? He got me on the road to feeling comfortable to start singing online. Yeah. Yeah, Golden Retriever. I boosted his confidence and he boosted my confidence to say we can sing online and people will accept us how we were. Right, Golden? He's amazing. This is what I did while I was chatting with the yogi today. And
Yep, awesome.
ADHD,
Right.
when you're together, basically all I do is I just get some colors and then it keeps my mind like while I'm doing this, I'm more focused than when I'm just listening. When I do this, I hear everything you guys are talking about. But if I don't do this and I'm just trying to listen like this, you guys don't see me, but like I'm doing stuff with my hands and stuff, right? Because I want to listen. It's so hard for me to concentrate and it's so hard for me to listen. And sometimes this is what it takes. It just takes for me to like just I wanted to share a message today about sometimes, and this is from an experience that I had yesterday, that we think expressing ourselves and sharing how we feel we might need to write stuff like this. We got to be like writing stuff like I'm feeling like really depressed and I'm trying to understand it. And sometimes that doesn't work for all of us, right? Like we can't write, we can't. But how cool is it to just have a blank page, grab a color, my favorite color, and be like, whatever. Like I'm expressing myself right now, and it feels good, And I might want to add another color to that, and I'd be like, oh my god, because right now I'm so built up inside, and I need it to come out of my body. I need a brighter color. That's not doing the trick for me. You know what I mean? And then and basically, sometimes when I'm done doing this, like I just close my eyes sometimes and I'm just like, whatever, it feels good. This is such a cool way to express myself. And when I'm done, I reflect on that. And I know this is how I'm feeling inside. And it's true to what I'm feeling. And if I can turn this page because I put it down, I remember this day. And I remember how I was feeling. And I remember just because I did this, I felt better. And I just wanted to share that with you guys today. That sometimes we have like really strong expectations of people. And because they're not doing the normal of what we think it should be, we might dismiss it, right? Because some people might be looking at this and saying, what the heck is she doing? That looks terrible. Like that's nothing. But to me, the person who's doing it, it makes the biggest difference in the world. So I just basically came on here today to say, I support each and every person. I support the way that you choose to communicate. Never let anybody tell you the way you communicate is not the right way. Guess what? Then you're not meant to be communicating with that particular person that's giving you that feedback. And you're gonna find, guess what? I found a place that accepts this. I found a place that said, do that. It makes me want to do this more. I'm not gonna hold this inside anymore. I'm gonna express it, right? And some days I might be a little bit more like, yeah, I just feel like doing hearts, because I want to feel loved, but I also want to give love, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to give my love this way, and maybe I'm already getting back. Somebody said, I love the hearts. That looks pretty, right? It's abundance of love, right? It's abundance. And it's just that also is inside of me. And imagine these two things together. How does it work? Right? How
Um,
does that work with that?
in meditation therapy, it would be called focus awareness. That you are focused on something when you're journaling, like you're doing right there, but it's not that laser like focus when you're
Yeah.
concentrating on something. It's a gentle focus, um, where your mind can wander, but then you bring it back. Your mind can wander, and you can bring it back. Um, so that's the
with
great
when
thing.
people with people when they have special needs, because I've witnessed this a lot, right? Where someone will be talking to the person, but while they're talking to the person seems distracted. They might be doing something else. They just seem very distracted, and you're like, listen, that's on you, right? Because that's not on them. The person is doing this while they're listening because they listen better, right? The person's probably doing something else while you're telling them something, not because they're not paying attention, but because it's the way they can listen to you best. So don't ever go at someone and question them. Question yourself first. Look in the mirror first, right? And then because you don't realize what an impact that makes on a person, that they might not want to do that anymore because they're trying to conform to your lifestyle and your way of thinking. Why are they not allowed to have their own way of thinking? Why are they not allowed to do their own way of communicating? And then we learn to accept that, and we learn to change our way of thinking to accommodate them. Nobody ever accommodates me in life. I'm constantly accommodating everyone. And I finally had enough. And I'm like, no, the same message I'm giving for my Pukinukis, you are going to have to change to be able to get to know me, right? Because this is who I am. Guess what? This is me. This one here, that's me too. There's so many different sides of me, and you never get to, and this is me too. I'm a blank slate, ready to learn. You never know what the person is. And all I ask, had an experience yesterday where someone tried to express themselves this way and they were told not to. Yeah, that touched me very deeply. They tried to express themselves and someone then told them, stop breaking the crayons. Stop doing that. That's not the way to do it. And all they wanted to do was get it out of their body, and they were stopped from doing that. And so I'm here to say, please, guys, let's be mindful, right? Everything has a meaning behind it. Everything comes from a source. And we have to treat that be fragile with it, but be considerate of it, be mindful. And that's how we show compassion, and that's how we show love. Not just by saying it and being nice to people. Being nice to people mean accepting people for how they are. Don't make them try to change on in life. Like me. Somebody changed me and changed me and changed me and changed me. Told me not to do that, not to do that. Don't do this, don't do that, do this, do this. And now it's confusing for me because I'm like, but I'm learning about who I am and I'm not those things people were telling me to be. But I did those things to make others happy. Isn't it time you find time to make yourself happy now? Right? And you don't have to turn to like a certain age to learn that. Why don't we learn that from when we're young so that it won't impact us in such a negative way when we get older? And I'm
Well,
crying because I'm passionate about this, not because I'm hurting or I'm sad,
here's a
right?
question. Why aren't we taught that?
Why? And I'm trying, everyone wants to know my story. My story is this, that we need to be heard. And I'm
I
not going to
agree.
stop, guys. Never going to stop because,
Um, but imagine Toy Pups, all that you're feeling right now,
yeah,
and now you're able to, you know, you were asking when did we learn? Some people never do. You're ahead of the game, um, and not only that, now you get to teach people, so they don't have to go through what you went through. They don't have to wait as long as you went through. They can learn, and
and
you're already doing it with a lot of young people, in your personal life. Um, that's an important thing. And maybe you went through, maybe it took you so long, so you could get fed up and you could say, it's not going to happen for anyone else. I'm going to do my best to reach as many people as possible. And
that's
you're
my
doing that.
message, Yogi. That's my message for every grown up out there. You can make a difference. Please. It's all up to you. You can make a difference. You can. Just change your outlook on life, please. Just look at others and accept them for how they are, please. Like, just stop. Like, stop questioning. Like, questions are good, but accept the answer that you get. Don't try to change it. Don't try to change the answer because then we have to change who we are to make you happy. And why can't you change how you're thinking so we can just be relaxed and just be ourselves? Because that feels so much better to just be myself than to try to change to make other people happy. And that's just my message today because the Yogi's channel is a great place. I'm sorry if I'm like taking up more than my 5 minutes, but I just felt like your live stream is such a great place. Everyone is so open. And if everyone in this live stream
can do something different today, it will. I promise you, it will make a difference and you will impact someone. Choose to impact them in a positive way than to impact them in a negative way. Please be mindful because it affects people, it makes a difference, and you guys can make a difference. That's why you're on the Yogi's live stream, because he teaches us forgiveness, he teaches us kindness, he teaches us inclusive, to be accepting of each other, not because of anything but because of who we are. At the bottom of the day, it's either we're looking for love or we want to share love, and a lot of us are looking for love and we just want to feel it, and you guys can make the biggest difference. And there's lots of you that do, but there's lots of you that's still in that mindset. And I wish and I pray that my message gets heard today. Please, because it's needed in the world. It is. I got to witness something yesterday that was so painful. And I couldn't do anything to change it. And only I could do is try, but I'm only one person. But if there was more people like that wanted to make a difference, then good things will come out of the world instead of having to watch others suffer. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm sorry, guys. I'm overly Yogi. I don't know what it is about your live streams, but somehow you get me to come on here. Well, I wanted to. I asked your permission first too, but I come on here and I start to share, and then I just get so passionate about it, and the only way that comes out is with
Um, you needed a cathartic moment. You needed an opportunity to,
I
and you
just want
do.
to make a difference.
You're.
I do. I want to make a difference, and I just want everyone
This is
else
a.
to follow
This is
suit.
Toy Pups stats. Love our Toy Pups.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm like a basket case, but we're on the Yogi's live stream, so like
The thing is,
I'm just gonna share
when
feelings.
things build up to a point where you need that cathartic moment and everything comes out, um, you don't know how it's going to be, but it's going to come out in a rush, um, and it's okay because when it's out, when it's been expressed, the whole nature of cathartic means cleanse. So now emotionally cleanse, and we shift that focus because now you're in that position. You're able to heal. You're able to reach out to people. So here's what we're
Okay,
gonna do.
okay. So like I'm smiling now. I went from crying to smiling with your words. You're so awesome. Thank you
Well,
so much.
how about we do this? How about we do some breath work?
Okay.
And because now you've cleansed everything out, now we want to renew in spirit and go forward with something fresh and new, not the old energy that you've left behind.
Yeah.
Now you're stepping into something new. You're stepping into something fresh. You're reborn, rebirthed, which is a wonderful thing about breath. You never breathe in the same breath twice, ever. Every breath, you've heard me say that every moment is a once upon, once upon. Every breath is a once upon, once upon. You'll never breathe this breath again. So we're stepping into something new, something fresh, something whole, holistic, and healing. So you ready to heal?
I'm ready.
Here's the important thing: when you're have that cathartic moment, you're leaving stuff behind. You don't need to pick it back up again.
Okay.
You left it.
I
Now
like that I can say that to myself. I'm leaving you behind. That was yesterday. Today is a new day.
Seth says, "Yep, wipe your fuel off, clean up, and clean up the poop." Is what Seth is
What?
saying.
Hold on. Let me put my glasses on. You're so fun. What did you say?
Yup. Wipe your feelings off and clean up the. Oh my God. You know what you started right now? We're supposed to be doing breath work.
That's okay.
Like, don't do that
Here's
to
a
me. Like,
here's
there's
the wonderful
ground.
thing. When you leave that stuff, when you leave all that stuff behind, as Stats was saying, you're ready to smile again.
Yeah, it
Um,
felt good, guys. And I thought I expressed it all out of my body. You know what I mean? I thought I was okay. I had expressed it, but I like didn't. Oh, can I do something really quick?
Yep.
Oh my God. Nature dog realms. Nature dog. She's so weird. Nature dog realms. Nature dog realms. I love you, Nature. Nature Dog Realms. She's so funny. If you guys haven't checked out Nature Dog Realms, you need to because she's hilarious. Laughter
She
is the
is.
best medicine.
All right. So now that we've cleansed, now that we've laughed, now that we've smiled, we're going to renew with breath work. We're going to do a stress leaving behind breath. We're going to do breathing in for 4 through the nose, holding for 7, exhaling through the mouth with a soft whoosh. As I
Whoosh.
told people, yep. Tongue on the roof of the mouth, behind the front teeth. Chris says, Nature's Dog Realm says, love you, toy pups.
I love you more, Nature Dog Realms. You're such a singer, you competitive singer, you. I could sing
So
better than you. Okay, let's do it.
we might have to have a sing off one day.
Oh, did you hear the ending?
When we breathe out, here's an important thing to remember. You're not blowing. You're not seeing how much air you can force out in 8 seconds. You are releasing the breath as if you're gently, gently, gently blowing out a candle. So
Okay.
I'm breathing in for 4. I'm holding. Count of 7. I'm exhaling. Whooshing all the way. You ready, toy pups?
Yes, I'm ready.
We're going to do 4 to 6 rounds. We're going to see how we feel. So
Okay.
whoever would like to join in on the breath, we're going to do it very gently, very easily. Toy pups, if you could close your eyes
Yes.
and put a very gentle focus on your belly.
Okay.
And just notice that when you breathe in through the nose, your belly very gently expands. And when you exhale, the belly falls back. No effort on your part. You're not causing the belly to move. You're just breathing. Breathing in, breathing out. On every out breath, your body's getting a little heavier, a little more relaxed. Accumulating every breath, accumulating that deep, deep sense of relaxation. We're going to breathe in for a count of 4, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. We're going to begin with the inhalation for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoosh for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoosh for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let the breath go. Allow it to return completely on its own. No effort on your part. Completely relaxed. Having left everything behind. Reborn with a fresh breath and ready to step into life renewed, rejuvenated, connected. And when you're ready, open your eyes. I'll see you in the chat.
That's like you're just such a good guidance of breathing.
Hi, Signature.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
Thank you. You're
Thank
welcome.
you, Yogi. I'm ready to fall asleep now. I was gonna do a live stream because Chase inspired me this morning. I chatted with Chase this morning and he gave me like I thought I was calling to inspire. This is how the world works, right? I thought I was gonna like give Chase a shout and inspire him with some YouTube stuff. And guess what happened, Yogi?
What's that?
Yeah, Chase was like, Mumsy, I have one up on you. How about let me inspire you? And then guess what? I forgot all about inspiring him. And I was like, I want you to inspire me. And guess what he did? He inspired me like it was like overflowing out of my skull. It was coming from my toes and it went through my body and then it was like overflowing from my skull. I was like, no, but Yogi's gonna be doing a live stream soon. After the Yogi's live stream, I'll think about it. But you just like, are you guys a team or something? Because like you just made me want to go to sleep. I was like, I was gonna go like make waves in the world, but now I feel like I'm gonna relax for a little bit and then I'll do a live stream. Not that
Nice.
important anymore. I feel so chill.
Hey, speaking of live streaming, one second. This evening, as someone would demonstrate with me at 5:25, going to be live streaming with
Cat and Jack.
Cat and Jack,
my girl.
with the Cat and Jack.
It's Thursday night, and every Thursday at 5:25, the Yogi features Cat and Jack, and they talk all about the Course of Miracles. And if you guys have not met Cat and Jack yet, you are my girl. Meow.
Thursday's
That's all I have to
Thursday's my
say.
favorite day of the week.
Yeah, Thursday's the Yogi's favorite day, and he does less talking and more staring. So if you guys want to see the Yogi like be any tiny bit uncomfortable, like nobody shakes the Yogi. Cat Jack does. She does. She shakes yeah, she does. I like watching you. I did miss it last Thursday, but you guys had a great conversation. It
We
was
did.
so amazing to see Cat and Jack come out of her shell. Like the more live streams you guys do, the more alive she comes. And it's you too, Yogi. You give her confidence. You're like a confidence builder. You give her confidence, you give her strength. Like you can see it every time, and it's just beautiful to watch you guys' dynamic.
I don't
Go
know
back and forth.
if people know how much they have to teach, and so they start teaching.
Yeah.
And what I love with the Course of Miracles is they say we teach what we most need to learn. So it's a wonderful opportunity to have. It took me a while to step up and say, it was easy for me to say I teach meditation because, for one, I practiced it for 30 years, and then I went to school for it to learn how to teach. Same with breath work. Two different certification processes in two different modalities to be able to teach breath work, not just be able to do it. I've been able to do breath work since I was a kid, reading books on yoga, but to teach it is another thing. But there's no certification process in A Course in Miracles. you don't know when you're ready to teach until you step up in that role when your heart breaks for someone else and you have that overwhelming need to reach out and wrap them in the spaciousness of your broken heart,
Mhm.
and just hold and hold and hold, then you're ready to teach. And I don't know when that point was for Kat. All I know is that I hold her as my teacher. She would shake her
Mhm.
head, but I hold her as my teacher, and I'm blessed to have her as such.
That's amazing. I love hearing that. So you're learning just as much from her as she is learning from you.
I hope so. I don't know
Yeah.
if
You don't know if
if I
you're
would be.
learning?
I'm most definitely learning. I don't know how much um I may be offering in return, but I'm
Oh,
definitely
you
learning.
offer a lot, Yogi. Like you go to sleep early, right?
I do.
And Kat and Jack used to do like a nighttime live stream, right? I used to tell you, remember? I would be like, oh my God, you're sleeping. Like everyone talks about you while you're sleeping. You are such a big influence. Like they talk about breath work, they talk about forgiveness, they talk about being nice and always referring back to the yogi, right? The yogi said this, the yogi said that. And even on Cat and Jack's live stream, like sometimes she'll refer to a story, like she'll say the yogi says about forgiveness, right? Or the yogi says, and I know she learns a lot from you because she's told us that. I'm not guessing, right? I'm not guessing. She said it out loud before, and you are that amazing teacher. Like seriously, the way you teach things is just amazing, right? And you do it in your own way, and that's like something that you cannot learn at school,
You
right?
know, my mom and dad were both teachers. My mom taught for over 50 years. My dad, uh, my dad used to say he was a good teacher, a really good teacher, but my mom was exceptional. Um,
Wow.
and she really was. But when you said that, that would have made both my parents smile. So thank you for that. Full
Oh,
cups.
you're welcome. I never knew that, right? I heard you say something about your mom taught. She taught, but I didn't know your dad was a teacher too.
Yep, he was a science teacher.
But the way that you teach to us, it's I don't know how to put it. You don't come across as a teacher. I'm not going to be like he's teaching me to do this, right? And that way of teaching is what causes connections. The way that you teach us, that's why we're connected to you. That's why if I'm having a bad day, like I have to talk to the yogi because yeah, you are an amazing teacher of not just like 5 plus 5 equals 10. You're like showing me the different ways of how I can get the 10, right? Like it's not just 5 plus 5 equals 10. You can do a different equation, it'll give me that answer. But you don't explain it to me like that. You just give me the different equations you simplify them for me because I need it to be simplified. And that kind of teaching you cannot learn it out of school. It's just inside of you. It's part of you. It's who you are. Sometimes you say that to me too, and I'm like, oh my God, like the only thing I know how to teach is how to do highlights, right? How to do foils or how to do a special technique with the razor, right? That's what I can teach. But you made me believe that I'm a teacher. I can teach. I am teaching. I teach every day.
You
I
know
just
what?
never saw the value. And before YouTube, I was a teacher every day too. I just never saw the value in that. I never saw my worth. I never thought of myself as a teacher. But you
The
made me
best,
believe in myself that way.
the best
That
teaching is demonstrating,
yeah.
and you demonstrate. You demonstrate your heart every day.
Yeah, and I would never switch it up. And even if you made me believe that even when I do question and I'm not little Miss Nicey Nicey all the time, when I get affected by something or it hurts my feelings, I'm still a good teacher, right? I'm
Yep.
still learning. That's normal for me to like think I'm mean sometimes or think I'm being a bad guy just because I want to have boundaries or just because I want to set boundaries for myself so I can stay healthy. But because someone else doesn't agree with it, I will be like, I'm such a meanie for setting those boundaries up, right? But by me sticking with the boundaries, I can still be a teacher. It's not, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like just trust in yourself, basically, right? Trust in yourself because you have everything it takes to affect another person by teaching them how to be a certain way. And you don't have to try to be a teacher, you just have to be the best you that you can be. And it will make the biggest difference.
As well, what you and I talked about this morning, um, knowing that you're connected to a greater source, a higher source. So you're not teaching alone. I, there's a great uh, Judaic story, Jewish story of a rabbi who would get up to give a very powerful sermon that was so moving that it would bring tears to people's eyes. And just in the heat of it, when he was making his most passionate points, he would stop, grow silent, sit down, and wouldn't say another word. No one ever dared ask him why. And finally, in the innocence of a little child, a young boy came up and said, "Why do you stop talking in the middle of your sermons?" And the rabbi looked at the boy and said, "When I begin, I open my heart to speak the word of God, to speak love, to speak only love. And it grows and it grows and it grows. And then I hear a voice congratulating myself on how clever I am, how great my words are. And I realize I'm no longer listening to God, I'm listening to my ego. And I sit down.
Oh, no way. I thought you were saying something good. I'm like, I do that all the time.
Well, but here's the thing, when you are your most impassioned, you're listening to your heart, you're listening to the voice of God. But when
Yes.
you, and this is what we were again talking about this morning, surrendering, knowing that you'll receive the wisdom when you need it, as you need it,
Yeah.
and not listening to your own voice saying, do this now, do this now, do this now.
That's the
Um,
ego you're saying.
yep. And you know the difference now.
I'm learning the difference, Yogi. I can't say that I know it because sometimes the ego wins, right?
Sometimes the ego wins, for sure.
Yeah, sometimes the ego wins and then I beat myself up for it, but I'm learning to accept my ego, right, as my friend, that we can learn to disagree sometimes. I'm like, listen, friend, I know, like, you've protected me for so many years because I do love my ego. My ego gave me strength. My ego made me fought for my confidence. My ego made me want to become a stronger me. That's why sometimes I ask that question. Do you think our ego is there and we use it as a protection? Because I used my ego. Now that I'm learning about ego, I used it to protect me from being hurt. And so I lived in my ego. I became my ego, right?
Can I um, offer a different perspective on that?
Yes.
The and not right, not wrong, just different. That the ego always seeks to protect the ego. At your very
Mm,
best moment, whenever you've done everything that just felt so warm and so loving, when you've extended love towards others, and most especially when you extended love towards yourself, when you've had those points where you just felt like you received this silent intuition where you know that this was right, your ego had absolutely nothing to do with it. That your ego was protecting the ego, but you were able to tune in through your heart to who you really are, which is the source of the unconditional, unbiased love. That's your protection. That's who you truly are. And I think a lot of times when we find ourselves in that space, when we find ourselves as that rabbi saying the most wonderful things, the ego will come up and take credit for it. But here's what I know 100% without doubt. When Toy Pups is at her best, the ego is far away and you are all 100% heart. You're nothing but love, offering it to other people and offering it to yourselves. And I've seen you have these breakthrough moments where you found yourself offering love to yourself in a way you hadn't before.
Yeah.
That's when the
Yeah.
ego sits down for a little bit and your pure spirit, your pure love. The more you listen to the teacher of love, the more we learn to smile at the ego. And as you said, you could say that, well, the ego has served its purpose, but the
Yeah.
purpose was to keep me centered as an ego. Now you know that you're not that. You're something so much larger, something so much more beautiful. The ego pales in comparison.
Yes. Yogi, we have one of my friends in your live stream. Hi, Linen Journals. I love you. I love you so much. And I know that you can never forgive me for what I did to your online boyfriend. Like, I know you could never, ever forgive me. But if you can please, please try to find it in your heart to please forgive me, because guess what, Lynn? I love you so much. I love you. And I'm sorry. I didn't mean to time him out. I think that's what I did, right? Or he timed somebody out or something like that. I don't even remember what I did, Lynn, but I just know that I'm so sorry for whatever it is. Don't be mad at me, please, if you can try not to be mad at me. Let's go. I'm going to come off the live stream so I don't upset you anymore, Lynn. And then we can just like find your inner mad, right? And just forgive me. Just see if you could take something from Yogi's channel today and just try to show me some love and just try to forgive me, because I'm really, really sorry. I love you, Yogi.
I love you
I
too.
appreciate you so much. And I know I took up more than my 5 minutes. I appreciate you for that. I promise I won't affect your afternoon live stream. But I did see that Squirrel Sniper said he's going to have questions for you and Kat and Jack later.
Yep.
So if I can make a tiny little suggestion, Yogi is going to post an upcoming stream for this afternoon for him and Kat and Jack. If anybody has any questions that they'd like to ask the yogi, it's an awesome idea to even just go write the question into the upcoming chat. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? We were talking about it. We were talking on it before we started this live stream. So if you can just go onto the upcoming and you can, anybody has any random questions, you might not be able to make it to the live stream tonight, but they will be able to answer your question regardless. And a good note is if you put the question prior to the live stream, it gives them a chance to look at it and actually come up with the perfectest answer, not a off the whim answer, but a more kind of in depth answer for you. So please, guys, if you can go write a question on there for any kind of a question, it doesn't have to do with Course of Miracles. They're just going to reflect back on the Course of Miracles on how we can deal with that issue. But if any kind of issues you're dealing with, any kind like life and you're not understanding it, go write it in the upcoming chat. And they will be able to answer using the Course of Miracles, their knowledge with the Course of Miracles, and they will simplify it and maybe give you a solution to that problem. Okay. Before I say bye, Salma, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. Salma, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. I I I I I I I I. Oh my god, I'm shaking. I'm doing all right. I love you, Sama. Bajoke, my Manooks. You're my bestie, Westy Manesty. You're my right hand man, my ambassador. Everybody be nice to Selma. She's the ambassador of my channel. Did I tell you Selma's the ambassador to my channel?
I hadn't heard, but I know now. Thank you.
Oh, she's been the ambassador to my channel for a very long time. Selma represents Lover Toy Pups everywhere she goes. She shows Lover Toy Pups, like, she is an extension of Lover Toy Pups to a T. She is like Lover Toy Pups. Change your name to Salma Kinger Lover Toy Pups. That is Salma. So, guys, let's show Salma nothing but love. And Salma Dundee has a song for you. I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna go now, Yogi. I love you.
I love you too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste, my friend. We'll sing happy birthday for you, Lynn, on your birthday if you come on by. June's my favorite month of the year. I absolutely love June. Sissy says, love you, toy pups. Sissy, how are you? We have our friend Marlon coming up. He's going to sing a song for Selma, and then we're going to wrap things up for the afternoon. Kat, you still with us? Hope that breath work helped. Lynn says, I'm trying to get 300 subs. Where are you right now? You're so close. 264. I got a secret account. I don't tell everyone about it. It's not an old account. It was the first one that I had before I'd never thought about doing Cat Is Here. Well, thank you, Cat. So on my secret channel, I just came by and I subbed to you, Lynn. You're at 265. Hey, Lynn, I remember when you first came into my live stream and we talked about journaling. As you know, I'm a huge advocate for journaling. Yeah, it goes up and down, doesn't it? Don't get too caught up in the numbers. You're building an audience. You're building connections. So if you think that you lost 6 people, you lost 6 numbers. You didn't actually lose 6 people. You'll get way, way, way more. Hey, Chicken Academy. Thanks for coming back, my friend. It says, I don't think people like my videos. Hey, Len, do you like your videos? Are you putting out the content that you love? It says, my friend told me journaling is dying. Nope, it isn't. Journaling is always going to be a valued and valuable healing modality. People need it. I've been talking nonstop about it. I just got a journal. Sorry, guys. This is from a friend of mine. Her name is Elise. We've been friends for a long time. Her YouTube channel is the Empress of the New Earth. Empress of the New Earth. And this is her gratitude workbook journal. It's absolutely beautiful. Highly recommend it. It's available on Amazon. If you look up gratitude journal, if you go to my page, I don't know what it's called. Hey, Marlon, I got the link for it up there. What do you got for us today?
Well, this is a song called Endlessly by Amaranth, which was made for one of the band members when he got married. So I thought it would be a fitting song.
Whenever you're ready, my friend.
Yeah. Let me pull up the lyrics. No idea how my voice can do, but this is gonna be for you, Selma. Are you there? Oh crap! I accidentally turned off my notebook.
This
gonna
is for
come
you,
back.
Selma, from our friend Marlon. Chicken Academy says, all right.
Okay. Yeah, endlessly amaranth lyrics. Well, let's just go for it. I know Yogi wants to get off soon anyway, so
Take your
try
time.
to not keep you for too long. I don't think I've ever sang this song before. Oh dear. Now come, let me be alive. There's a truth we can't define, and we'll find none tonight. Inside, now the reason why I will love you endlessly, and even if I cry, then you're there by your side for a lifetime, and I will love you endlessly. Even if I cry, I'll be there by your side endlessly. So come, let me be alive. After all a sleepless night, somehow I know my strength will guide you through the darkest times. Now that I have found all the reasons why I will love you endlessly. I'll be even if I cry. I'll be there by your side for a lifetime, and I will love you endlessly. And even when we die, you'll be there by my side endlessly. You know me well. Somehow I'm under your spell. I want you to see me. I'll share every moment with you, 'cause I love you. Love. Thank you, Selma. This is for you. Not
Hey.
over yet. I will love you endlessly, and even if I cry, I'll be there by your side for a lifetime, and I will love you endlessly, and even if I die, I'll be there by my side endlessly.
Marlon, that was impassioned.
Thank you.
You sang that directly from your heart.
I hope you're gonna have a lifetime of happiness, Selma.
That might be your most beautiful song yet, because you, like I said, I think that might be the first song that you sang like really fully from your heart, letting everything go.
I actually don't think I completely did, but I am getting closer.
I liked it. I apologize interrupting you because you started talking to Selma,
Good.
and I thought the song's over because you talked to Selma. I apologize. Never want to interrupt an artist.
It was the
Mid-
instrumental part, so I wish I could play you the instrumental, but yeah. If you want, Selma, you can send me an email and I'll send you the song or create a post and tag you in it or something like that.
So thanks so much.
Of course.
Our friend Chil Sal says, "Hi Yogi." Sal, how are you?
Hey, Sal.
Have you had a chance to hang out with Sal during a workout?
A little bit, but not for too long.
Speaking of workouts, how about you? When's the next time you're going to go live and do a workout?
Tomorrow I'm gonna work out, but I'm gonna work out with my mother and put her through a session. I'm not sure how she feels about me live streaming at the same time.
Right.
I have to see
Understood.
about that. She'll
Understood.
also be flying to, because in a couple of days she's gonna be flying to Sweden, Stockholm, where my brother lives, and my little niece, her first granddaughter. So yeah, I'm gonna
Hey,
try to show her some stuff that you can do with, similar to how I train with minimal equipment. But yeah, there's a good chance she will. She won't mind me going live, but maybe she will. So I cannot promise anything.
okay, if it works out, be sure if you see me live, be sure to come in and drop a link.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Adam says
Yours
you-
though.
your singing reminded him of either "Bridge Over Troubled Water" or "Closer to the Heart" by Yes. Both good songs. "Bridge Over Troubled Water" has a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
It's just
Like
a-
the original song is by a female singer, so. Oh. But yeah, this was one of the harder ones to sing. Usually I can fit her voice pretty well, but it doesn't have to be sounds the same. So
I think the more that we're able to let go when we sing,
yeah.
the more authentically beautiful that we are. If you some of my all-time favorite singers, Neil Young, Bob Dylan, don't have classically great, even good voices, but they sound fantastic because they're so authentic. Finding your authentic voice, I think, is very important. I think I have a store-bought voice, not a authentic voice. But who knows? Marlon, maybe
Great voice, especially when you
will inspire me to go out and find it.
to sing.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll inspire me to go out and find that authentic voice. I appreciate that. Thank you, Selma. Selma gave me a shout out. Says shout out to Toy Pups. Thank you, Sal. We're gonna wrap things up. I need to get ready. Hang out with Cat and Jack.
Okay.
I gotta stick my hair back. Do all the important stuff.
Okay. Sorry.
Well, it's
Your beard.
My beard. Stick everything back.
Okay.
Put on my
works.
game face. Try to look cool. Try to not look, CCR man rocks. CCR does rock. Creedence Clearwater Revival. That might be a request coming from Adam. Can you break out a CCR song?
Who is CCR?
Creedence Clearwater Revival. They sing Bad Moon Arising and Down on the Bayou. Fortunate Son. You will recognize.
I probably could.
All right, you got a mission for tomorrow.
Okay, for tomorrow. Okay.
That way it'll give you a chance to dive in and see which song resonates with you the most.
True. I mean, I also honestly like just going in blind, but
If I ever sing again on YouTube, and I'm not saying I will, if I ever do, I'm gonna sing ABBA. I'm gonna sing Mamma Mia.
okay, yeah. If you want, I can join in with that.
We can do that. We can do like we did last time. I'll I'll tune in on the chorus.
Yeah.
That was fun. I enjoyed it with you last night. And
Yeah.
Marlon, I appreciate you coming up today. Thank you so much.
Sure.
All right. I'm going to hey, well, we'll see you tonight. You gonna hang out tonight with Kat and I?
Yeah. At least for a bit.
Okay, awesome. Then I'll see you later. Take care, guys.
Yeah. See you later.
Love you. Yep, love you, Marlon.
Bye.